welcome to the Lagalogs Halloween special. It is me, Stu, in here, and that ghostly figure to my left is Tom. Don't do that under your blanket, that's rude.
That was my hand, I promise.
These are mine.
Stu, I can't see anything now. Stu, how are you? Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
The acoustics they're a bit different inside this blanket, so I'm just adjusting. I'm not speaking too loudly, am I?
I'm in like a bubble, so my hearing's it's not here nor there. I might also be blocking out the light.
You can just make me out. If I need to speak louder, just tell me.
We're good.
We could use hand signals if you want, but that's probably going to only work on your end. How many fingers you working with there tonight? I can barely breathe in this thing. What is this, polyester? It's got to be
trying to take off.
Some kind of viscose blend or something. What is this? It's light, but it's thick at the same time.
Okay.
You want to tell the people why we're here? Not just to look good. There's a dual purpose tonight.
We are here to review beer.
I couldn't.
Hot taken from Disco. Very challenging outfit. I don't think I could get a straw in this mouth.
I can't. It's hard to try to see, but my fingers are in the way.
I think that, Tom, I think it's time to get past these gimmicks and get to the beer review.
People are scared enough now.
Yes. They've come here to see beer, not see us at like a couple of pillets.
I don't believe that for 1 second. We should at least attempt the first beer, I think, with the costumes.
We don't have mouths.
Hold on, give me a second.
Whoa, oh my God.
I didn't think this through. Okay,
you look happier.
Good. Is that
this you're going into like clan territory. I'm getting scared.
Hold on, just give me a second. Let's just try this on for size.
This is what you tune in clear on the Lagerlogs.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to chest first.
What's the first beer, Stu? Oh.
Give me a second.
Doesn't work as well as I
need to break
thought it was going. Shit, I thought it was. It's not working as well as I thought it was gonna.
I'm back. And we've lost Tom in the sheet somewhere.
Hey! This is going to be nice. Like, it's going to set the tone for this cozy Halloween evening we're having. And I hope I don't fall asleep at some point. I might do after these brews.
So here is our first one.
Oh, what we got? You talk to the people. You tell them what we got. And then just prod me when it's review time. All right, babe?
Okay, I've got a wee fan blowing here, so I need to.
Been a tough day at the office.
It keeps trying to inflate this costume.
You need a bit more blowing power, I think, buddy.
Okay.
Really kind of work those lungs.
We're back. We'll let him sleep, and we'll have a quality beer review without him. That's like let's.
The chick with.
Yeah, there we go. We've cut him out. He doesn't know it yet. It's just me, you, and I, and these beers. We've got the Fog, and we have Prince of Darkness, none of which want to focus. So one is coffee and vanilla stout, and hazy IPA, because of course it is. Okay, I think Tom's woken up. We can let him back in the room. There he is.
That was some good coffee. That was.
Gee, what he's now.
I'm currently trying that. Is it Mellow Birds? It's a pretty good one. Pretty strong. Good brand of coffee.
Now, here is a beer that we're not drinking, but it's Halloween. How can I not show off Slasher?
Yeah, it is cool can art. I was thinking that you would have had this by now if you resisted the urge.
I know, it's just been busy. I've never had. I wish I had time. I mean,
too busy to drink beer. That doesn't sound right at all, man.
Just focus, you piece of. Anyway, Leatherface.
That's good enough. We can vaguely make out who it is.
Exactly. You've got that scene from Psycho. You've got Ghostface, and 6.66%.
Hold on, let me get my telescope out. Bear me a second, Stu. What type of beer is that, Stuart?
It is an IPA, so hopefully a half decent one. At that.
Stunning.
So, yes.
Stunning.
Slasher from Wylam Brewing in Newcastle.
Nice. Did you tell the people about the beer we were drinking tonight while I was having a power nap?
Yes.
Those are the ones.
We're drinking 2 out of the 4 Studio Canal Neon Raptor brews. We went for the most Halloweeny ones that they have.
We did. Have you tried the other 2 yet or not?
I haven't, no.
Waiting.
Yeah. I notice I only normally drink when I'm out with you. The rest of the time, sober as a judge.
I don't know what that says about me, but I'm a little bit worried.
Just looking at myself in this sort of half-deflated costume, I kind of look like I should be the Thing.
It's a bit thingy. Yeah, it's a bit kind of old-school football-y as well. You know, the textured orange.
I was telling people today, I feel like this is maybe that scene from Ace Ventura 2 when nature calls. Where he escapes from the rhino.
There's a kind of a pop.
Yeah, we're crowning right now.
There's an escape.
Yeah.
I think it's a good look on you. You definitely need to work on. You need to work on your tan though if you're going to keep the hood down.
Yeah, I can't do the horns as
actor.
It's just like I'm flipping you off.
I'm definitely going to have the horn after these 2. I'll tell you that. And I got to say, guys, I used this sheet today. The only sheet I'm worried about is being 3 sheets to the wind this Halloween night. That's not very nice. Simo Sups. That's not very nice at all. I had a haircut, especially for tonight. Halloween haircut. And you say that. It's not nice.
I've got the one that I'll tell everyone. It's fallen off the top of my head and it's landed on my chin.
Nice. You know what they say about losing your hair, though, Stu? You get more head.
Okay. What about beer? Where are we starting? Are we going from light to dark, dark to light?
I think light to dark is normally better. Let the darkness take us a bit later in the cast, the live cast. I think that's what the kids call it. The fog. We'll let the fog take us in this instance. Like this is probably the best can art I think we've ever featured on the show, right? I mean, look at these things. These are delightful.
They are really cool.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I don't think I've ever had anything from Neon Raptor before. I've received a shitload of their merchandise, thanks to you. You got your sticky
from
fingers,
like a beer festival.
sticky fingers that you have. You pick things up and send them over to me, which I'm very grateful of. But I don't think I've ever tried one of their beers before. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. Have you tried any of their beers before?
Just at beer festivals, I think.
Okay. And can you remember that said beer? No. We don't want to. We're not going to talk about that. That's fine. So it's going to be a first try for both of us this evening with Neon Raptor. But yeah, absolutely awesome. This is a NAPA, did I read?
I think it's just a hazy IPA.
Ooh,
6%.
okay. Tasty. Let's crack it open, shall we, bud?
Yes. Let's
And
go
just
for it.
happy Halloween to everyone out there. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
If you have decided to join us, it's very, very nice of you. I can think of at least 2.5 other things I'd rather be doing this evening, and this isn't one of them.
And I hope all the parents out there have survived the night after taking the little ones around town. Yeah.
No razor blades, no Mars bars. They're horrible. Why have Mars when Snickers exist? That's what I'm saying. Apples, any type of fruit. I hope that your kids came out unscathed.
Yeah, they're doing fine. Full of sugar.
That's good. That's good. That's good. They crashed out now. Just
No.
the sugar rush kicked in. That's it.
I think they're still riding high.
Party animals. Right, let's crack this bad boy.
Simo is currently supping a pint of Franzen Canner Royal.
Okay. Wow. Sounds exotic. Interesting Thursday beverage. Not very spooky though, Simo. Could we?
Sounds like Frankenstein.
I was going to say, yeah. Could we kind of switch that up a little bit?
Already what we smell, which is nice. Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Very. It smells Napier-esque, or.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to shed this skin. 1 second.
Napier-esque, or definitely got some kind of grapefruit, kiwi thing going on to it, which is very, very nice.
Okay. We're going to pour this. Have you poured yours?
Not yet. I was just trying to remove what I thought was a spider, but it was actually a clump of hair. Need that one. Put that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pour now if you want, buddy.
Let's go.
Oh, hold on.
You're not sitting down to a 3-course meal. Beer mats.
No, just a 2-course meal tonight, buddy. Not the best pour of my life, but it will suffice.
Quite a lively drink.
Definitely is.
They are right with the haziness.
Mm.
Oh, now you decide to go and focus.
When it comes to beer, I mean, it has to, right?
It wakes up going, oh, hello.
It's the kind of idea of the show.
So, yeah, nice. Light, hazy. Smells not too strong.
No, definitely that same kind of kiwi, grapefruity smell that I was getting for the can. Getting that a bit more full force now in the old nostrils.
Mm-hmm.
Smells a bit wheaty as well. Almost like, yeah, possibly got some kind of wheaty, oaty edge to it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. This hole's in a bit of a sus kind of spot now.
Okay.
Let's move that over there.
Save that for the late night show.
Okay. Guys, you better tune in for that. We're going to have a real cracker tonight. That's the after party. That's the after party.
Let's just drink the damn beer.
After the after party. We're not supposed to talk about R. Kelly now, but I think he's a great guy. Some good songs.
I'm going to put you on a timeout. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. And cheers to everyone at home.
Don't forget about them. More important than me.
Oh. That's kind of got a really big
Intriguing.
aftertaste. Is it orange?
Yeah, I think there is like a citrusy.
Like an orange punch at the very end. It's definitely fruity on the tongue, but just when you swallow it and finish it, there's just a big burst of flavour at the end.
It's nice, yeah. It's a bit lighter tasting than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a
For a
bit
sip.
heavier. Yeah, for a 6, it's got this almost like West Coast-esque bitterness to it, but that might be
Mhm.
the bitterness from the citrus elements,
Yeah.
but it's still very, very nice. It feels like it might be like a hybrid IPA. It's not quite West Coast. It's not quite Napa. It's not quite a double. It's somewhere
Yeah,
in the middle of that, taking
it's not
elements from all
screaming.
those beers.
Mhm. It does have a little blurb on the front of the can. Huge passion fruit notes burst out of this strata and mosaic hazy IPA like vengeful ghosts. There's something delicious in the fog. I'll have the rest of that.
And it's got that, yeah, it's got that kind of wheaty aftertaste to it as well, which I think is not unpleasant at all. It kind of gives it like a different kind of vibe.
No, I've been enjoying a lot of wheat beers recently, especially all the ones that we've been trying, or well, I guess that I've been trying. I've not really found one that's like got a bum note.
It's it's a bit of a grower. I think it's one of those beer styles that's not kind of massively not easy to get into, or not kind of from the very start. Very kind of there's not really like an incentive to start drinking it, to be honest. But I think it's one of those styles that grows on you after a while, and there is some pretty good ones that are quite readily available now.
Yeah, this is a solid start.
Yeah, I think so too.
The can artwork is what the credit here at Heather K. Rudd RUDD has designed the 4 cans for this Neon Raptor Studio Canal
Really cool.
4-pack.
So I'm assuming Studio Canal must have the license, and then they've
they released the 4 of those on Blu-ray maybe in the last 5 years, possibly. Because obviously when Neon Raptor they were teasing these, I was like, every last drop. It was each day was a different movie, and by the time they had announced, I think maybe say Fog and Prince of Darkness, I kind of knew what the theme was. And yeah, the artwork isn't too different than the artwork of the Blu-rays and stuff like that. So I kind of could predict that it was going to be They Live and Escape from New York. A lot of people were like, oh, Halloween beer. Oh, the Thing beer. Vampires. And like Christine. I'm like, that,
tastes like motor oil.
Yes, possessed motor oil.
I think it's really cool, man. Yeah, because with a lot of the craft beers, they always tend to, would you say, like a tribute to certain media franchises or certain pieces of art. It's never official. It's always a bit kind of like nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But with this, to actually have an official tie-in beer with official titling and art is really, really cool, man. It's something you don't see too often. So
yeah, and it's obviously definitely official in the sense that like it does say Studio Canal on the can.
Yes.
And it says Studio Canal before it says like John Carpenter. It's not like a Neon Raptor / John Carpenter collab. It's Neon Raptor Studio Canal.
Did you know that Birmingham has more Studio Canals than Venice? Fun fact of the day. Therefore, a little bit trivia.
I consider myself educated.
You didn't think that was going to happen tonight, did you? But it just has. How interesting.
Okay, so whilst we sip on this drink, I thought it'd be fun to kind of bring back some of the old things we did in the podcast, some talking points.
Some talking points. Okay.
Yeah,
We've gone a long time without any of those. This is going to be interesting.
Let's talk about some of our favorite horror movies. You know, Halloween.
Oh.
I did forget. I was going to message you and tell you to have visual aids, like grab the horror movies that you have on hand. But it's not happened, so it's cool.
There's nothing around
Don't
me.
worry.
I've got this horror movie right here. This kind of happened about 3 months ago now, and this was one of the scariest days of my life. This was on the guy in the dress there, that one. But yeah, this was terrifying. This day was one of the scariest moments of my life, and I don't know why I don't know why I've got that in a frame, to be honest, because every time I look at it, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm going to put that over there. But yeah, that's kind of me done with the Halloween favourites. If you want to take over, Stu, you've got a lot of things to hand there. You could grab something from behind you.
Yeah, I was hoping to have this organised and it didn't happen. Like I was going to have T-shirts, signed posters from the HorrorCon, and none of that happened.
This is how the logs do it, man. You know, fly by the seat of our pants. We kind of have to at this point. Been doing it for so long. To try and be organised or to come prepared or anything like that is completely alien to us.
A handful of movies. I'm only going to tell you about 3. Give me a number between 1 and 6.
3.75.
Okay, that rounds up to 4.
Favorite numbers. One of my favorites.
And you must have knew that through your fine lineage of Podcast on Fire, the classic Mr. Vampire.
Like you said, absolute classic. That cover art's amazing too. Is that the second Sight release?
Eureka,
of course.
No, I'm holding all the other ones very carefully, so I'm just gonna put them down. Yeah, so Eureka, I think I changed it to the original art on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Original poster, I should say. Did this one come with a poster on the inside? No, just a booklet. Booklet. But, you know, Mr. Vampire is an absolute Hong Kong classic. A horror comedy, in a sense.
Yeah.
It's rated 15, but it's almost, I guess, probably isn't really family friendly. There's some, a lot of the Billy Lyle moments are a bit rapey.
That's how we like our classic Hong Kong cinema, though.
Yeah. Well, there's your category for the audience, but Stone Cold holiday classic, Mr. Vampire.
Definitely.
I've really been meaning to get the Hoppin' Mads box set that Eureka did, where I think it was 2, 3, 4, and was it Vampire versus Vampire?
No Magic Cop on that one.
No, that is a separate. That's twist around again. Different studio, but still fucking stellar artwork.
Yeah, really, really cool.
So that is an 88 film release, which baffled me when they do these little cases.
Oh, they're a bit thinner than usual ones, are they? Yeah.
And again,
save
original
on the shelf space.
Art.
Awesome.
So cool.
Underrated. Magic Cop is
definitely like, this is the king of Halloween movies when it comes to Hong Kong cinema. And again, I don't know why I haven't got this framed yet.
It's nice. Posters. Really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like something that was this early 90s?
I think it was 90. Yeah.
And the fact that they're still designing like outstanding, 1990 outstanding artwork.
Yeah, it was a bit after the original 4 films, was it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good modern day kind of take on the formula. Really awesome, underrated film. R.I.P. Lam Ching Ying as well. Just
I don't want to say that how he went. Was it not like alcohol abuse? Like destroyed his own liver.
cheers, bud.
It's it's kind of a wronging with us toasting him with alcohol, but yeah,
Pull one out for our boy.
yeah.
Moving swiftly on. What about this weather, eh? This is crazy.
Tom, what
Frosty out
was
there, dude.
the last horror movie you saw?
Are we not talking about Scott's wedding now? This is a different topic. We're moving on.
Yes.
God, it's a bit of a tricky one to answer. If I did watch one recently, it's probably going to be a rewatch. I don't think I've seen anything recent that was impressive enough to stay in my memory banks to leave a lasting impression.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to come back to me on that one, bud.
Wow.
Honestly, yeah.
So
Fun. Have you got one in mind that you'd like to talk about?
I did watch one last night. Like psychological horror thriller.
Okay.
It was Speak No Evil, the James McAvoy movie from this year.
Ah, right. Okay. How was that?
It was good. I felt like it was one of those movies. I watched the trailer and I felt like the trailer gave away too much of the movie. But when watching it, it took some turns I wasn't expecting at all. Saw like some red herrings. So yeah, really intense, unsettling film. Like you're just watching it, and it's like the amount of red flags. Like if that was me, I would be gone. Like I'm out of here. I've got want nothing to do with this. So many times, like, no, just get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. It's like, don't anything like don't. But no, it was really good. It was what was the other cast? I think it was Scoot McNairney and Mackenzie Davis were the couple, and yeah, they go to like a remote cottage out in Devon, so like out in the woods. And James McAvoy's the host. Him and his wife and their child who doesn't speak. So, yeah, just some very dark stuff happens. It's a remake of, I think, a Dutch movie, and
interesting.
the endings are completely different. So I had to read up, see how the Dutch one ended, and it ended dark. Ended so dark.
Did they lighten it up a little bit for the remake?
Yeah, this UK American remake gave you hope.
Okay.
When it comes to the Dutch, it's like no realism. This is probably what would actually happen if you were in that situation, pal. I'm like, I know.
Jeez.
So, and that's that. You get that with like Asian cinema or like different like films for like Europe. Like they pull no punches. Like when you get your American movies, they kind of give you that happy end, and just so you can kind of go home and feel, yeah, we're fine. But no, sometimes when it's Asian cinema, again, it's like you will get a very bleak, unsettling ending, and like credits, bye, and like, wait, what?
Now I have depression.
Yeah, he's had his memory wiped, and now he's just going to continue sleeping with his daughter. What?
Why do so many of the films end like that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Just 95% of Asian films end like that. It's just ridiculous.
Absolutely ruined the God of Gamblers for me.
Shocking way to end it. I'm waiting for the US remake of that. You know, something a bit more happier, something a bit more upbeat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do we keep talking about movies, or we're getting back to the beer?
Let's get back to the beer. Let's have a brief interlude to discuss the beer.
This beer's delicious.
I'm really enjoying it. It's for a 6%, it's very easy drinking.
Mhm.
I think it's a really good, like I was hinting at earlier, kind of hybrid IPA. It takes elements of a West Coast, of a NAPA, of a double IPA. It's got like a wheat kind of hint
Twang.
there. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's got the haziness.
Yep.
There's a lot going on with it, but it's not compromised in terms of flavor. It's probably a bit lighter than some of those styles, but it's really good. It's a really good kind of overall
Mhm.
best of IPA, and yeah, like I say, a lot more drinkable than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it does actually do. It does actually have some wheat in there. So fair
Mm.
play to you. Again, still stunning can artwork, and the good thing is, like, it's just kind of like this plastic wrap, so you could easily peel it.
You're going to
So if
be
you
boiling the kettle tonight,
scrapbooking,
aren't you?
just peel it off, stick in the book.
That's going on the wall. That is
Cherished beery memories. Yeah, I've not got to the
Whoa.
point where I'm just going to start slapping shit on the wall. It does look like I do
It
that a
does look
lot.
like you've done that. Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Start. What are you talking about?
like, see that beer mat with those twats on it?
Just about. Yeah, just about.
Yeah,
Who are
they
they?
can. God, you don't want to know about them. Trust me,
Handsome
pal.
guys. Very handsome guys.
Completely artificial. Oh,
I've heard it's looks that matter. Personality, don't worry about that. So I think we're in the clear.
time.
I think it might be actually, yeah. I've only bought the one glass, like a full, so I guess I'm down in
Of
this.
course you have. Whilst you're drinking that,
Yeah,
give me a
dude.
number between 1 and 5. And I'll tell you about another Halloween favourite of mine.
1.1.
Okay, round that down to Christine.
Christine, okay. We should
With
probably
another.
be talking about Carpenter films, seeing as it's a Carpenter double deuce tonight.
It's true.
Any excuse
Definitely.
to talk about Hong Kong cinema steams.
Exactly. I'm going to share this on the podcast and fire page when we're finished.
You
It's like,
should
lads,
do.
don't worry. We talk about the good stuff. But Christine, goddamn classic as well.
Underrated in terms of Carpenter's over, I would
Yeah,
say. Like, it's not really
definitely.
one that people talk about unless you're kind of a fan. You're kind of immersed into the
Mhm.
filmography.
And I mean, it has some iconic imagery to it as well. Like
Definitely.
that image of trying to escape the possessed car,
Mm,
and there's a big explosion, and it bursts through the fire, continuing to chase after your hero, but the vehicle's on fire. It just looks like it just
incredible.
came straight out of hell.
Mm,
Amazing, badass score as well.
yeah.
It's just definitely it's a classic. I've
Classic.
only
Yeah.
seen it like I only saw it maybe 6, 7 years ago
I
for
was
the
about to say
first
I've
time.
only seen it 6 or 7 times, and I was like, I think that's a few more
So
than would necessitate the word only.
it was one of these ones where you know what I went and seen him in concert. I've seen him twice. The first time I saw him, like he plays the music from his movies, and then the projector in the background shows the clips. And I'm
And your
sitting there
tits are still signed.
sitting watching it, and they come back doing like Christine's like, that looks good. I should probably have watched that before I came here.
You've done your homework, man. So
So
was that thing when you go to see someone live that you admire? That there's always that one song that, or a couple where you think to yourself, "What's this? Like, what's going on?" And you
yeah,
kind of feel bad for just being a fake fan. It's terrible. It's really
yeah.
bad.
Aye, like I
Have to
showed up. It's
hide
like,
your
this is the
face in
Halloween guy,
shame.
right? Cool. I've seen enough.
This is the guy, Joseph, right? The
Like,
guy,
wait,
he's
he did Big Trouble in Little China as well.
Jesus's adoptive father, Joseph. That's who I came to see tonight. The guy that's good with the wood.
He
Yeah,
done the thing.
that's normal room at the inn. There is tonight, guys.
Yeah, don't bother leaving a comment.
I'm gonna leave a comment right now. I'm gonna go to the comment section. Who's there? Who's there, guys? I can do this too. Come on.
Can
Who's
we get a
there?
wee tumbleweed to go across the screen?
Who's there? Okay, Rasco, Simo Subs, no one else, guys. You need to step it up. Why is there no one there? Come on, tumbleweeds in the comment section, guys. What the fuck?
So do we have to
Jesus
put our questions back on?
Right.
But yeah, Christine, goddamn classic. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I think it might it periodically goes on Netflix. So
Yes,
probably the easiest way to find it. But yeah, that's from Indicator, who cover quite a lot of the more obscure Carpenter movies like vampires. I think
that's the one with Bon Jovi, right? I haven't seen that one.
James Woods, Ghosts of Mars.
What's the one with Bon Jovi? That's the one with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
There you go.
And the whole soundtrack is done by Anthrax.
It's like probably the most 90s combination I could think of.
And it's also like one of those rare Statham movies where he's got a full head of hair.
Legend. Is that just post his Olympic diving days? Or during his Olympic diving days? Did he look soggy in the film? Did he look? That's what I'm asking. Was there a moisture to him?
Oh, he was razor sharp.
I feel like there's a joke there, but
I'm not that smart, mate. Don't think too hard about it.
I know that when I saw that film, I definitely had a crank.
Ugh. Could you be the one?
The stream.
Aye. All right.
Hold on. I need to go back to that. Did you literally just say, could you be the one?
Because he was in The One with Jet Li. I know you thought it was a marriage proposal.
I can still see both your knees. Shocking.
Yep.
Shocking.
The Meg Part 2.
That's tickled me a little bit.
Good.
Just a little bit.
All right, Prince of Darkness.
Oh, okay.
Shitty segue number 1.
I was gonna say that doesn't actually work. I thought it worked
doesn't work,
second but then in hindsight, it doesn't work.
Let's hope this beer works. That is some terrifying, can art. It's a terrifying movie.
Horrible. I mean, yeah, another one like Christine. I think it's very underrated unless you're a Carpenter fan.
Yeah.
Really good. Probably.
Cooper.
Probably his most grotesque film. I would say some really unsettling imagery in the film, and it's good. I think it's good that Pleasance gets a bit more screen time than it does in the Halloween films. You know, it's really cool.
I just watched Halloween 2 the other day.
Oh man, it's my favorite. I think I know there's a bit of. Sorry, I just spat that out. Force a habit. I went to sup it up because a little bit came out, but I just realised that I am cheating technically.
Ooh.
That did taste good though. Yeah, no,
this smells like an iced coffee.
Don't want to get this on my mom's sheet. I borrowed this just for tonight. I mean, she's going to be furious that I've cut these.
You've cut a bunch of holes in it.
She's sleeping on bare mattress tonight. Poor thing. Halloween 2. I know there's a bit of controversy over Carpenter said that he went back and shot stuff for it, or it was how he didn't want it, so he went back and shot stuff for it. But there's other things that have come out saying that was kind of his original vision, then it had to be changed and things like that. So it's a bit kind of murky in terms of the production history, but I think it's one of the most perfect sequels of all time. It kind of flows after one. So good, dude. I think it's probably my favorite my favorite Michael sequel.
Yeah.
For sure. And the TV version's really good as well. I think Carpenter went back and shot scenes, more narrative scenes for the TV version, which is really good, yeah.
I watched it just on Amazon Prime. So I just got given what I got.
Beggars, you know what they say.
Yep.
Should go for the port. It smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
It smells stunning. That's
it smells like the iced coffee I had this morning.
See, now you said coffee, it's making my stomach churn. There is a coffee.
It says it on the
essence to
can.
Shit. Definitely
the
ruin these
say-
sheets now.
All I'm glad is that this beer looks absolutely nothing like the mystery liquid that was boiling in the ceiling of the Prince of Darkness. Remember that strange green liquid that would squirt into the people's mouth and then possess them?
It's a little bit like the liquid that's been boiling in my ceiling at the moment. We've got a leak in the bedroom, and it's not
Why?
pleasant, guys. It's not pleasant. A lot of rain recently. I
Mhm.
wouldn't recommend it. For some reason, this is pouring like there's a second hole in the can. Look, guys, it's been a long day, and I've had a lot of fluids. It's been a hot day, guys, and I want to stay hydrated. These things happen. Please
No,
judge
don't
me.
suckle from the sheets. Just put it down. No.
Good thing I'm not wearing trousers, eh?
Oh, of course.
Right. Fuck.
Okay. That ghost costume came in very well for you.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I'd go straight into the bin. Sorry, Mom. Love you.
So,
Who has white sheets? I mean, that's
Prince of Darkness
asking for
Stout.
Asking for trouble. This
Black
is
on-
Prince of Darkness Stout. This is 5.4% coffee and vanilla stout. I normally don't like coffee stouts. I got to be honest with you, but this
was a
there's
freebie, so you can't complain.
that as well. But there's just a hint of coffee, so it kind of it kind of blends in with a lot of other scents. So I'm not too kind of disgusted by it. I know you want to drink, so cheers, man.
Cheers, buddy.
He said. Hmm. Okay.
Not as loud as I expected.
Similar to the other one, quite muted in terms of what you were expecting from what they've said on the can.
Mhm.
I'm not getting vanilla, but I'm also not really getting coffee. I'm getting a very smoky stout.
Yeah, smoky
That's
is right.
what I'm getting. I'm not really getting herb kush.
Hello.
Big marijuana fan, right? Cheers. Cheers to you.
Well, yes, it is 10 to 10 at night here in the United Kingdom. What time is it for you, Mr. Kush? Sorry, is that your father? I apologize. Call me Harry.
Kush Senior.
Did you miss your mouth again?
Out of all the beers, I think stout is probably the worst to get out of your trousers. I told you we should have stuck to the APAs. But no, we got to do stout. Tom, it's Halloween. There's Carpenter Beer Studio Canal exclusive. We got to do stout. Fucking hell.
Mr. Kush is a big fan of beer.
So stubborn.
He's come to the right place.
Are you talking like big beer as in big beer, or you just like beer in a big way? Could you please specify what you mean by that comment?
Now, actually, I'm going to get this wrong, but when I went to Newcastle this month, they had a thing called the Mega Pint.
Oh, is that the one that's like 2 pints in a plastic cup? You never seen this before. They don't got them. They don't got them in Scotland. No,
outrageous. Like,
so
we must actually,
we
must actually care about our health.
Scottish people, come on, man.
Okay, yes, we deep fry our Mars bars. I know.
Fries, double pints. They're good, but at concerts, because you can just purchase a beverage and you've got this whole thing that you can sit and enjoy.
You don't have to move again.
You don't got to worry about going to the bar. It's amazing.
Yeah, but it's not going to be as fresh as 2 individual pints.
It's not going to be fresh at all, but it saves you like whizzing off to the bar during the intermission. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I can just imagine you sitting there with a Taylor Swift concert with like a basin full of beer.
Me,
That's good for like the first 10 minutes, but the rest of it,
me at a Taylor Swift concert.
yeah, you've been dragged along.
I'm more of a Dojo Cat fan myself.
It sounds like a boss on Rapper the Rapper.
Megan,
That would be a concert I would go to.
Megan the Black Beauty. That's another artist
The
I
one.
admire. That's an artist I admire greatly. So Taylor Swift, no. Those are the two ladies, yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
Arizona.
that's all right. Cheers to you, Herb Kush.
Yes.
Appreciate you tuning in, man. What's your favorite Carpenter film, if you do have one?
Good question.
Don't say the Bon Jovi film like I did. You will be embarrassed. You'll look. It's an embarrassing. See that? Is that Steelbook? That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then
That's
wait,
cool.
so you've got that, and then
It looks better unsheathed. I think really cool.
Mhm. Still, I think it's still your standard edition on the inside.
I was gonna say, is that just like the DVD from Anchor Bay from like
comes back just-
2004? Looks
It says
exactly-
something like 30th anniversary, and it's like, wait, we're close to the 40th now. What's going on here?
You know, I'm not complaining because when the features are they're kind of pulled over to the blue, that is awesome. Well, they're brought
Like,
over to
Just
the latest
some
release.
leaves.
That's really cool, man.
And yeah, like obviously, I feel like it's got the wrong way around. It's Halloween. I should be watching this. It's like, nah, we could mix it up. There's that many films to watch. I do have a DVD of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, kicking about somewhere. But it feels very current to watch that after like meeting like Tom Atkins, Tommy Lee Wallace in Manchester earlier this month.
You met Tom Atkins, Tommy Lee Wallace, Tommy Kent Williams, I think, was the other guy that you met.
Oh wait, there was Thomas
the best.
G. Waits. You were probably like the fourth Tom I met that weekend.
So what about old Tom? You met him.
Couldn't find him, pal.
We tried to meet him the day after.
We looked.
Couldn't do
Could not find that boy at all. So Tom Atkins, top tier. Tommy Lee Wallace. Tom G. Waits, who's I think Windows from the Thing, and Tom Wank Williams.
So I'm like the birds and the bees of this ranking.
To be honest, like I'll do it this way. Tom Atkins, Tommy Lee Wallace, Tom Waits, old Tom.
What's going on with his finger here? What's going on with his finger?
Tom Kent Williams.
What's his finger here? Who's his finger and what's that?
This one.
Going on with that? Yeah,
that's supposed to be old Tom, but we didn't find him.
Oh, okay.
But he's still kind of ranked.
I'm below old Tom.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I don't know about the other guys, but
yeah.
I agree with the old Tom thing.
It's probably worth meeting him than you. I've seen you.
I tried.
You know, it's when you put the rest away, it ends up like this.
I'm overrated, to be honest.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think it's worth meeting up like a third time. Second.
Sorry.
Get rid of that.
Anyway.
To remove your hand.
Disco. Hashtag disco. He's cracked his very own coffee porter.
Legend. Cheers to you, Rasco.
To the fateful disco.
Do you reckon it's Rasco or disco?
Well, they wouldn't be saying hashtag disco if it wasn't him, mate.
I just thought it was Rasco declaring his favorite musical genre. Hashtag hip hop. Hashtag speed metal. I think that's a normal thing people do in the comment section.
Right.
Oh, Stu, you're gonna have to read that because that's too much text for me.
Mr. Kush reports that, well, of course, The Thing is my favorite Carpenter film, followed by Halloween, They Live, Christine. and Big Trouble in Little China, even though it is not a
Interesting.
horror film,
That's a
but
good
it is
list,
a
man.
goddamn classic, regardless.
It's true. I do find with Carpenter as a director as well. No fans list is the same. It's always a bit different because I think the dabbles in like different genres and the consistency. Those two things make it a bit hard to kind of everyone to pin down a similar top five.
Mhm. I mean, you have look at this Escape from New York.
That's a gorgeous Blu-ray, and I think the sequel is actually. I don't
It's
want to say
bad. It's
underrated. It's been a long time
yeah.
since I've seen it, but I don't think it's bad as maybe
It is. It did like when I
people make it
watched
out
it.
to be.
I went in with the impression that not a lot of people like this one,
Mm.
but it's got its charm.
It has, it has. I think it's got, and I think the further we move away from it, there's that more kind of nostalgic feel of like they don't make them like they used to, and I think maybe
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's all it has going for it, but it
you
definitely
don't
has
see
like
Kurt Russell on a surfboard chasing after Steve Buscemi nowadays.
exactly, and I always get that and Soldier mixed up in my head because I saw
Oh
the
man,
two back
Soldier's
to back
wild.
as a youth. Just some scenes that just for some reason like I get confused, but it's very similar. So I'm assuming this is the Studio Canal Blu-ray, right? I
Yeah,
knew I'd get one right tonight. There's just too many labels to keep up with.
yeah.
Sort of,
I'm an easy mark. Of course, I'm buying all of these when they come out.
that's gorgeous as well.
Then
Amazing. Did you ever see the
another
Fog
classic.
remake?
I bought it at a charity shop a few weeks ago.
I bought it
Like
out of charity.
it was like 10 for a pound. I'm like, okay, fine, just to make it even. And I've still yet to watch it. It's lying beside the PlayStation downstairs.
Oh
Like,
man,
right, just try it.
I wouldn't
But
recommend it. No, I genuinely,
it's
I think that it came out. Was it around that period where there was a lot of good remakes coming out, like Hills Have Eyes, Dawn of the Dead? There was ones that they didn't touch the
like
originals, but they were actually
Dawn was
pretty
decent,
good.
wasn't it? But
Yeah, like in mid 2000s, there was a lot. I think there
yeah,
was like
because
a
the
taste.
cast I think was it was it Maggie Grace from Lost,
Yes, yeah.
and
She was in it.
is it Tom Wellens like from Smallville, like the Superman from
May,
Smallville.
maybe, but I can't quite remember. But
I've never seen it, so but I mean, come on, you're gonna have Stevie Wayne hosting a radio show in a lighthouse and a fog with pirate ghosts. Can't be that hard to muck up.
apparently so. Apparently, it is. So I don't know. I can't remember a lot about it, but I do remember coming out in that period where there's a lot of remakes and it not really kind of standing with the rest of them. But I'd be interested to go back
Yeah, that might
and
have
see.
aged better. Sorry, I didn't even believe myself there, but
It will it will be interesting to see. But yeah, like I think we talked about last time, I think my favorite Carpenter is still Assault on Precinct 13.
oh yes,
Just to come out the gate with something that kind of strong and filmmaking be so confident. Incredible debut,
yeah,
and that might be my favorite Carpenter. It's basically like a western, like it
yeah. It's got
at
like
its
a
heart, and
proper us versus them approach to it,
yeah,
where they're just under siege, and the fact that the prisoners and the police officers have to join forces, even though they don't trust each other,
yeah.
just to kind of defend themselves against this radicalized gang.
It's just it's so good, like basic kind of structure, but the filmmaking's so dynamic and so exciting, and it's kind of no frills, really. It's kind of down and dirty, but like really, really well done. I think that's still, might be my favorite. It might not be as stylish. I think his Carpenter films
Oh
that
yeah,
came after, and his style definitely evolved. But I think the basic kind of ingredients of what made him so good are actually all there in that film.
I mean, just the grittiness, like even that
Yeah.
the ice cream truck scene, where it's just the brutality of just unhinged gang members going around waving a pistol, looking at civilians, and just what happens. Like if you've seen the film, you know what happens.
Mm.
Like just if you didn't get any raspberry ripple on your ice cream cone, it's fine, just keep walking. Do not go back and ask for raspberry ripple because there'll be a substitute delivered in buckets.
But not as good as that Elvis movie he did. That was
That
pretty
wasn't
good.
bad.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and again, that was like Kurt Russell, John Carpenter, like a brilliant combination. As we said, like Big Trouble in Little China, The Thing,
Mm.
Escape from New York, L.A. So like when they're put together, and when they do an audio commentary together, it's gold.
Yeah.
It's just like you're sat in a room with like two old friends as they sit and bullshit, and talk about like the good old days, like the thing.
Really cool. Yeah. I mean, the thing hard to top. I think I always find it interesting how he didn't score that one himself and he got Morricone to do it
Yeah,
instead. But I think that works more because I think Carpenter scores are always quite, especially the main theme is quite melodic, and I feel like Morricone's it's a bit more atmospheric and a bit more kind of ambient, and
yeah,
that works for the film.
and that's it. It was like a big
So well.
decision where it's like, yeah, this was like maybe like his first proper big studio movie. Like he was given like a big budget and a big studio to back him. And I guess like you wanted one of the big boys to come in and do the score, like one of the biggest names when it comes to doing scores to movies.
Definitely.
So yeah, fair play to him to step aside and let Ennio Morricone like do the music to your movie. And I love like I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. That has like a lot of similarities to The Thing,
Still haven't
and I
seen
believe
it, but I know
even the
you recommend it.
score supposedly uses a lot of Ennio Morricone, and I think it was supposedly even Ennio Morricone scores that were made for The Thing but weren't used. They used for The Hateful Eight, and that again is people trapped in a cabin during a storm. So you
Makes
get a lot of the
sense.
same imagery.
Yeah, that
So
similar kind of vibe to it, or a similar
yes, like the
setup.
paranoia is there as well
Yeah,
because
of
it's like a
course, of
whodunit murder
course,
mystery.
of course. Yeah.
That's like we're slowly slipping into like that winter season now, and like the Hateful Eight is kind of like one of my favorite go-to kind of winter movies. Like you can't really call it a Christmas movie, but yeah, when it's that cold weather, like it's definitely something to kind of sit and watch on the couch with like a drink keeping you warm. Yeah, coffee, vanilla porter. Sorry, stout.
Go to drink during that film.
Like a wee hot toddy on the couch. Like I know how it plays out, but it's fine. I'm going to sit here and get hammered and get like the house coat on.
Sounds like a. Get your stout soaked blanket on, guys.
Get your
Wrap up
stout soaked
warm.
clan sheet.
Just
Sorry. I never said that.
come on, we don't want any of those type of conversations.
I'll take an editing note.
Today. We don't
59 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll edit that part out.
Just don't worry.
We're not live. We're good.
It's just
We're
my
good.
liver that's burned, not the cross. Let's get rid of that. That's racist. Let's get rid of that. That's racist. That's not.
Anyway,
don't want
Tom,
any racism in this house. Let's get. Can you still see that? Is that in frame?
It's gone. You're good. Everyone watching this is now left, so we're good. We're fine. The casual racism has ended the live stream. We're at the 1 hour mark. By the way.
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up.
Maybe. I've got one more film I want to talk about.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the slow reveal does.
Okay,
Seem
let me
obvious.
guess. Is that Day of the Dead? Yeah, I
Eee.
thought so. Amazing. I'm glad that there's a Blu-ray that's retained the original poster art. It's gorgeous.
I fucking love this film.
Amazing, man. Very
Um,
underrated. The most underrated film of the trilogy. I think possibly.
Probably.
I think Night and Dawn get a lot more love, but Day's incredible too.
Never watched Night. Seen Dawn
You never
once.
seen Night, the original?
Yeah, that
No
the black
way.
and white one.
Yeah.
No, never seen it.
Classic, man. Classic.
I've
Just make
seen
sure you
Dawn
don't watch the 1990
once.
version with the added scenes. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Or the 3D version. It's public domain, so a lot of strange things have happened to that film. Don't watch any of them. Just do the original.
Okay. But Day is a goddamn classic in my book. Seen it several times. I have the soundtrack, that weird pan pipe score, like on Spotify. And it's just it just takes you back. And I had to shell it silly money back in the day
Great
for
score
this.
by George Harrison. Not that George Harrison. The other George Harrison.
But no, it is definitely a Halloween classic. I've not got into it this year. I know a lot of people like to do their what was it, like a Shocktober, where they spend the whole month watching horror movies, but that's very unrealistic in my books. But I've watched 2 or 3 horror films this month.
Probably a couple, but for some reason I can't remember them. I'm gonna blame the beer, as I do in most situations. But yeah, great. Have you seen the remake with Nick Cannon? That's a good one.
What's the other cast members of that one? I think I have seen
I
it.
only remember Nick Cannon. Don't fucking do it.
Was it the girl from American Pie, Mina?
Possibly. Don't do it to yourself.
I remember this Zack Snyder, James Gunn remake of the one before it. Was that Dawn?
Yeah,
You had
the Dawn
it
remake's
was
pretty
decent.
good.
You had the
if I
guy
remember.
from Modern Family in there playing like the dad, playing a real shit heel.
I don't remember. I remember seeing it back in the day and thinking it's pretty good, but I do think Land of the Dead's quite underrated as well. The one that came after. I saw that somehow in the cinema. I don't know what happened. Whether I snuck in or
That was like
there
the
was some kind of
futuristic one, wasn't it?
yeah, the one with Dennis
Aye.
Hopper that was set like in the future, kind of post-apocalyptic.
I only remember
Really
the Edgar Wright,
good.
Simon Pegg cameos, like post
Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead.
yeah. I
That's the
think it
only
was.
thing I remember about that movie.
I think it was the year after, if I remember, but it was really underrated. Anything after that, I think has been
He
quite
kept going, didn't he?
bad.
Like
Yeah, it's been quite
Survivor of the
bad.
Dead or Survival and
Survival,
first person.
Diary. There's been a few. They've been quite rough, to be honest. Definitely open to reappraisal, but when I first saw them, I thought this is pretty bad. But yeah, I think, like you said, I think I don't know whether it's the best, but it's probably the most underrated from the original trilogy, at least.
Yeah.
What do you think it's beer?
It's good. Like it's easy drinking. Like that's it. We've just been sitting talking bullshit about movies and just sipping away on this. And it's not like a case of every time I take a sip, there's a grimace. It's just an easy sipping stout.
It's a very non-distinct, rock-solid stout with smoky overtones, maybe pushing the smoke a bit more than a regular stout. I don't think there's not really any vanilla profile there for me personally.
I feel there is a little sweetness. It does mention on the can, there is truth in the flesh, brackets, vanilla. And the solid ground, brackets, coffee.
Nice. Like
in this delicious, dark, and secretive, otherworldly stout, will you free our Prince of Darkness?
Possibly later tonight, if I have too many chicken wings. There's probably going to be some expulsion from the
All
mouth.
right, I'm thinking next day.
Area. Well, what are you talking about? The
Yeah, right, that thing. Yeah,
milk,
maybe throw
milk,
another coffee down there, and then
milk, lemonade around the corner.
chocolate.
Stout is made. Stout is expelled. Expulsed. Is that a word? Don't know. Anybody
I
still watching?
apologize. I apologize
Anybody
for
still around, guys?
that one poor person that's still watching this live stream.
Anybody still there? Disco / Rasco.
I hope
Risco.
Cameron is asleep. Please
Is
don't be
Dasco
watching this
still
sub.
there? Where's Dasco?
Do you remember at the start of the stream when we were dinosaurs?
Yeah. Are we still? Have we modernized since then or not? Are we up to date? Or?
We've evolved.
I'd like to think so, but I don't know if it's true. Which one is your favourite of the evening, Stu?
The fog. That's definitely a go-to beer for me. I don't think I have more of that. I think I did buy 3 4-packs, which included They Live, Escape from New York, obviously Thing, no, not the Thing, The Fog, and Prince of Darkness. I gave you Prince of Darkness and The Fog, so I do have extra They Live, which is a bubblegum sour, which is probably something you're glad you missed.
I've been getting into sours recently. I wouldn't say it's my drink for pleasure, but
bubblegum.
I'm quite happy to check that. Disco says just me. Is he the last
True
one?
survivor.
Disco, you're a trooper, buddy.
I'm not sure if he's maybe live streaming right now and watching us at the same time.
Let's jump on his live stream. Disco, come on, collaboration. Let's do it. The after party at Disco's house.
The goddamn lovely artwork for Escape from New York.
What beer is that?
It's a session IPA.
4%.
Just 4%.
4%. That's not bad. It could be okay. Any lesser than that might be a bit worrying, but 4%, I think it might be okay as long as you have 8 of them.
Like the fact that out of these 4 beers, 2 of them have been pretty good. So,
I think, I think pretty good is the correct terminology, but I think I'm probably going to go with you. I think the Fog one was slightly better just because it was a more interesting, complex beer. But this is rock solid too.
4.8 blue bubblegum sour.
Bubby sour. I'd like to try it. So I'm not opposed to sours. I'm less opposed to sours than I was when we actually started the show. So it's still
interested. Sorry to talk over you, but they threw a colour in there. They said blue bubblegum sour. So is this going to be a blue drink? Blue. Is this a blue beer that's going to get poured out? I might have to do like a YouTube short, like filming this this pour. Not this pour, but that pour.
Can I get director's cut on that short? Is that do I get direct? Do I get producer's cut? Just tell me right now.
I have a creative control of the content.
I need executive cut.
Fair play, Disco. Thank you for passing us the baton for tonight.
Emphasis on the boot. Disco, what's going on? You stream 4 times last week and then nothing this week. What's going on? Are you okay? Do we need to say
that liver rest, man?
It's hard. I don't want you go full pelt for a week and then you just give up. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm confused.
Okay, it's not the first time I've drank this week, but yeah, you need to save them up.
Disco, what's going on? Go back to that dude who says that we got no hair. Go back to him. Yeah. We're stealing that. We're gonna use that for the next. This is literally gonna call when it's uploaded to YouTube. It's gonna be called that hashtag beer entertainment. I'm sorry, but you just gave up intellectual rights for that. That's all ours. Sorry, man.
So
beer's good. Beer equals decent.
Yeah, and that's it. That's what we're needing is good, decent beer. Sorry, I'm hoping that's not people looking for sweets at this time of night.
I was going to say trick or treaters at this time.
No, we're
Madness.
good. No one there, which is actually more concerning.
I think that
Um,
you just gave your address away, though. People can clearly tell where you are living. I think
Oh, not Branston Street again.
you've.
Yikes. Right beside the pickle factory. Oh, no.
I think that's what that signpost says. You piece of shit! Why would you do that? The groupies are gonna know where to come now, man.
It's going to be like World War Z.
Actually,
They're just
that's
going to
not.
start piling up. Like a wave them
That
to the window.
doesn't sound too bad, actually.
Just banging, just trying to throw beer, inviting you to festivals, offering free pizza, things like that. And it's just like, aye, okay.
I'm gonna need a new sheet.
No wonder you've chopped the shit out of that one.
That's destroyed. Guys, thank you for a wonderful evening. It's time to end this stream. It's time to finish this. It's time, guys. It's time to end what's happened this evening.
No,
it's been a pleasure.
That's an ancient relic. You can't do that.
Pleasure to everyone. I hope you enjoy.
That's like the umbilical cord.
I hope you. Where does
Talk about body horror. That's connected to your stomach.
So what's actually going on over here? Can't quite find the placenta, but I'm gonna work on that in the after.
Put it down. Close them.
You bet. Listen.
Holster that bad boy. Don't put it into your thigh.
Mom told me that I have to run with them like this. But guys,
need an adult.
But guys, it's been great. I should probably do it a bit more like it's a bit more intimate. This is, and I like it. Do the show like this.
It isn't.
But only.
No.
Doesn't sound very good, does it? But we're gonna have one hand then. The balls are gonna be a bit tricky.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm commenting on snooker or something. It's not good.
I hate snooker. It always overruns, and then I get to miss AEW Dynamite because there's some cunt on ITV4 playing snooker.
I think it's racist. You know, the whites hitting the blacks and all that. I think it's.
You got to call your pocket, man. And on that note, Lagerlogs, Halloween extravaganza. 2 out of 4 beers drank.
How about an extravaganza?
12 movies discussed. 1 person left watching. Tom being experimental.
Just trying to get comfy. Just trying to get the best angle for me.
Blowing out your ears with this ASMR. Which I don't even know what it means. But I'm looking at that end stream button.
Mr. Ass is.
I want to click end stream. Everyone help me. Good night. Happy Halloween. Thank you for joining us. I apologize for him, and I apologize for me.
Month now. It's gonna stink.
Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your week. Happy November. Bye-bye.
I liked. Oh, okay. There's a countdown.